so you guys are now on day 2, assuming that you have your design completed and you've color-coded it, okay? If you have not color-coded it, you need to do that. Remember, black should be the farthest area, white is the highest area as far as level, gray is the medium area, okay? You'll need your canvas, you're going to need a tool tub, you're going to need a very, very, very large piece of clay for today, okay? It won't be this big later, but of course we're trying to make sure that the clay is level and even, okay? So you're going to take one right off of this slab, and I want you to just kind of wedge it lightly a little bit. The clay has stiffened a bit. Clay does that if it's not being worked. The water molecules become like trapped a little bit, and so when you start kind of wedging it, it releases the water molecules and it becomes softer again, okay? So please don't be like crazy with this. I'm being quite gentle with how I'm wedging the clay straight from flat side to flat side, okay?
Looks like a Wendy's patty right now.
Okay.
Square.
And I would, as you are working with this clay, you're going to feel it soften up as you are wedging it, okay? So when it feels like it has started to soften up, I would say no less than 10 times of flipping it front to back. It's probably ready for you to go slab roller, okay? Have your design cut out so that you've included the frame. Don't cut it out without the frame. So the outer line should be cut free from your design paper, okay? Now follow me over to the slab roller. Okay, same thing as other times you've used it. Bring your canvas over as a tray. Come over here, make sure, now this time I only have one masonite panel on there for you, okay? I've taken off the other one with the goal being that your clay is going to be rolled thicker this time, okay? Because we need to carve down, so we got to start thicker, okay? Place your clay at the starting line, fold your folder over it, and you're going to lightly kind of guide it into the rollers. Because we want our clay to be thicker, don't over wedge it at your table area, okay? Because if you come over here and it is already too thin, the slab roller won't be able to do anything, okay? So you can see now that it's level. That's pretty much the only reason I did that. It's still quite a thicker piece though, okay? That's what you want. All right, please follow me back over to my area. Oops, I gotta grab the board. Okay, and if you want to zoom in a little bit here. So now you're gonna take your design, you're going to place it onto your slab, okay? I always tell people when you're doing this step, you might want to make sure that you have something that's going to cut through nicely. There are plastic knives in here. There are also some metal knives in here, okay? Whatever you think is going to do better. I personally think the metal butter knives are a little better for this because you want a nice even cut, okay? Key with this, you want to cut through your corners, okay? So if you can't see, come over here so you can see. I'm going to take the butter knife and I'm actually going to start cutting before the corner. If you've ever used a saw, it's the same idea so that your corners don't get all goofy and gummed up. Okay? So I have my design placed onto my wet slab and I'm going to start pre-cutting the corner so that I cut all the way through every corner. That's how you're going to get a nice trim corner. Okay? Then I'm going to remove this. Okay? Move that. All right. We'll put all these back in the bag. And now I have my basic slab. Okay? Before you start, you want to spend a little bit of time today, and if you want to use your hand, or whatever you want to do, take a little bit of slip and just kind of round out those corners where you've cut. Just very gently and smoothly kind of even things out. Okay? You want to get it nice and smooth before we are prepared to start tracing, which will be tomorrow. Okay? Other thing you can do is you are going to place these on a paper towel, okay? And we're going to lay them out on the shelf open-faced so that they can dry to the leather hard face, okay? So you're going to take this, you're going to take the paper towel, and you're going to place it on there, okay? You want to flip it over at some point. Sometimes I like to decide which side looks better. Obviously, look at this side, it has way more indentations and is not as nice as the other side, okay? So whatever side I decide is less nicely completed, I'll put my name on that side, okay? And then I'm going to place it on the paper towel and let it sit out. You need to make sure you check in with me because I will have to come in and wrap these up so they don't get too dry. Okay? Any questions? can pause the video and we are ready to go.